Alright, so I hope that this lighting is okay. I just filmed this and I was like, you could even see me, I look like a ghost, and I'm sorry that I sound ill. I'm having like a crazy like allergy attack as I'm filming this, so oh my gosh. Okay, well, the main reason for this video is because I have a pretty sweet deal going on Holler Deals with NYX Cosmetics, and it's a 5-piece kit for $20 and it retails at $30. And it contains some really cool things, so I'm going to tell you about that right now. The first and foremost, I could never do a kit with NYX if it didn't include this item. Let's play Guess What It Is. You all already know. It's NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk. I pretty much use this in 95% of the tutorials and just eye looks I make in general. And I just love it. It's a really creamy white matte eyeshadow pencil, and it's really great for an eyeshadow base for basically everything, from really colorful looks to neutral earth tones to even smoky eyes. You probably could if you wanted to. It's just my go-to favorite thing ever, and it actually wasn't even originally in like the items I could choose, but I was like, there's no way I can make a NYX kit without this pencil. So this is the number one. There's also these two really interesting products. They're called Roll-On Shimmer, and so the colors are this green and this one that is called Almond. And they're interesting because the tops of them have a roll-on thing, which, I mean, hence the name. And they actually have really decent payoff. So I was really impressed with that. I love the shimmer that's in them. I think it's beautiful. And the thing that, too, is if this isn't your style, I actually tried applying this like this, and it actually worked really well. There wasn't that much fallout. There was a tiny bit, but, I mean, considering the way that you apply it, I was pretty impressed. But it's also really easy to pop off the little roller ball and just use it as a regular pigment. And I think the pigments are so pretty that you can just put the top back on and not have to worry about the roll-on thing if you don't want to. Next is this 5-piece eyeshadow set, and this is in I Dream of St. Lucia, and I really love these colors. I think that they're interesting because they're almost like pastel neons, and you really don't see that very often. Oh my gosh, my nose looks so red. I'm sorry, allergies. I'm like trying not to like sneeze right now. But the colors have really decent color payoff, especially over the eyeshadow pencil. They pop really nicely. And the final thing you get is this felt tip liner. I was playing with it on the last video, but it's nice because it has the ability to be a really thin line or even like a thicker line, and it's really saturated. So as long as you keep it upside down like this, you get it'll keep it from getting dried out too quickly, because I've had that problem when I lay it down like this. So this one I'm keeping it with my brushes upside down so that it doesn't dry out. So I'm just going to show you a really quick, sped up, run-of-the-mill, nothing special way to use the majority of the products in this kit. I just did a little voiceover, really quick tutorial. This what I have on right now. The only thing I didn't use in it that comes in the kit is the Roll-On Shimmer in Almond, simply because I wasn't really sure how to incorporate it with these colors. I kind of didn't want to be overkill. But I really wanted to include this because I think it's a great everyday color. You can have a nice kind of daytime smoky eye just by applying it over an eyeshadow base or even just a primer, applying it even with the roller and then just blending out the edges with your fingers, and you get that pretty golden beigey color that I think is awesome. So before I go, I did want to say, if you are in Vancouver, I'm at Vancouver this weekend. I have a class at 1 o'clock on Saturday if you want to come hang out and be cool and stuff. And then otherwise, probably 95% chance you can find me at the Naked Cosmetics booth. You can come say hi, but you have to come up and like say hi to me. I'm giving you permission. I know some people sometimes get a little bit shy and don't want to come talk, but please do. I think it's fun. Okay, and so please enjoy this little quick tutorial. So we started off this look with an eyeshadow base in 2 Shadow Insurance, and so now I'm just going to apply the NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk and blend it out with my fingers. And the first color I'm using is that green Roll-On Shimmer, and I'm just using a brush with it. I took out the roller ball and I'm just patting it on to get the most out of that shimmer, because I find that if you kind of blend it like I am right at the edges, it doesn't show up as prominent, so I like to just pat it on for the most part on the eyes. Next thing is to use that 5 eyeshadow palette in I Dream of St. Lucia, and I'm using a soft blending brush. And the first color I'm going to use is that green, and I'm just using it around the edges of the shimmery color just because I like the difference in texture between the super shimmery color and the matte green. And I'm also going to blend in a little bit of that blue with it. Now with a super soft blending brush, I'm going to take that buttery yellow and just go along the edges of the green and the blue just to soften it up and kind of use that as a highlight color. Back to my NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk. I'm going to use this as a base for my under eye. Apply it, blend it, and then the colors I'm going to use first and foremost are the pink just around the outer corner of my eye, and I'm just packing it on top of the milk so it's super saturated. And then I'm going to use the orange, again, just in the center this time. And last but not least, that buttery yellow right in the inner corner. Now it's time for eyeliner, so I'm just going to line my eyes, and I like to do a really thin line right up against the lashes just to make sure that there's no gaps to begin with. And then once I've done that, I just slowly make the line thicker until it's how I want it. And I'm sorry that my camera is deciding to be really trippy right now and super blurry and not blurry and blurry and not blurry and terrible. Once liquid liner is done, I'm just going to use my Stila Smudge Stick in Stingray on the waterline just to give a little bit more of a darker smoky look to this. Once we've got that, I'm just going to curl my lashes and apply my mascara while giving you a really awesome look up my nose. And there you go, a super easy way to use the colors in this kit.